That one, it was focused on collectors of antiques and vintage items, and it was meant to be a Pinterest-like format to search through things that were for sale in the collectibles space, and it would aggregate all of those items for sale together.
Nice. So on these startups, do you have more of like a programming role, or what was your?
Right. Yeah. Primarily programming. Although I am a collector, I collect antique toys, and so for that one, I was kind of like a potential persona for them as well, and so I did have some input on the product. And because of my business background, I usually can't help myself on advising a little bit on that and just giving my input.
Gotcha. Nice. So maybe let's go back a bit. You said you were a collector of antique toys. How
Right.
did that come to be? That sounds like a pretty interesting.
Yeah, I started collecting antique toys when I was maybe 12 or 13. My uncle was born in Germany, and he had a train collection. He was pretty low on money at the time, like financially distressed, and he was looking to sell the trains to generate some funds to pay for mortgage and stuff like that. And so I, with help from my parents, I bought a couple of trains from him. The rest he sold, and he still had some that he didn't sell. But from there, I started researching them, and I bought some more on eBay, and I found out that I got a good deal on the ones that I bought from eBay. And so I resold those, and then just kind of became a collector dealer. And I've sold now hundreds of toys and trains. I've probably sold to 20 or 30 different countries around the world. Yeah, it's been a great hobby. Lately it's not as good. There's a lot of, because these trains are so high value, people make counterfeits of them. So I've seen counterfeits sell for $5,000-$10,000 and they're fake. And so trains that used to be worth that much are now worth less than half of what they used to be.
I see. So what's the biggest trade you've ever made then?
I sold the biggest dollar amount was about $26,000.
Wow. That's a lot.
That was the biggest. And the biggest profit was a train station that I bought for $800, and I sold it for around $23,000. So that was the biggest profit.
Yeah. Did you just buy it on eBay or something?
Yep, I bought it on eBay and then sold it through an auction house in New Jersey.
I see. So have you met these other collectors, or is it just mainly online?
I've met a lot of them. Yeah, there's some train conventions that I've been to. One collector, the collector that bought that highest value one, he lives in Paris, and I visited him once.
Cool.
And I'll probably go visit him again soon to deliver this train that he bought.
I see. So it's like a personal delivery. You don't like send it over the mail.
Yeah, most of them I do ship. Sometimes people travel to the U.S. if they're international and they're just traveling, and so I'll say like, hey, if you can make it out to, at the time I was in California, and some guy that lived in Mexico, he was doing a vacation to LA, so we met up and I gave him the train. So
that's awesome. So it really is like an international hobby. That they're collectors from all across the world.
Definitely, yeah.
Nice, nice. So is it mainly trains then you deal with, or any other?
Yeah, it's trains, and it's a toy company. I deal with one specific toy company. They've been around for over 150 years.
I see.
It's a German company, and so they've done trains and planes, toy boats, submarines. Early on they did dollhouses and accessories, so they've pretty much made every kind of toy.
What do they make now then? Is it also?
They still do trains.
Still trains?
It's pretty much exclusively trains, I would say. A couple of like toys for kids, but they're primarily train focused. Probably 95% of their products are trains. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. Thanks for sharing your experience about that, especially because I was wondering how someone got into like an antique selling startup. So that's a really interesting origin.
Yeah.
And from there, I know you came over to Durham, and you're
Mhm.
now working on your own startup, right, called
Right,
Brim.
correct.
I was wondering if you could talk a little bit about that and how that came to be.
Yeah, so Brim started in 2012 in Vancouver.